Apple's first AI foldable iPhone just leaked. Apple's first AI foldable iPhone just leaked. Everything we know about the iPhone Ultra. Apple appears to be preparing its biggest iPhone redesign in nearly 2 decades. After years of speculation, multiple reports now suggest the company is nearing the launch of its first foldable iPhone, widely rumored to be called the iPhone Ultra or iPhone Fold. If the leaks prove accurate, this won't simply be Apple's answer to Samsung's Galaxy Z Fold series. It could represent Apple's vision of the first AI-first foldable smartphone. Unlike competitors that primarily emphasize flexible displays, Apple is reportedly designing its foldable around Apple Intelligence, turning artificial intelligence into the core experience rather than just another feature. Apple finally enters the foldable era. Apple has watched competitors refine foldable smartphones for several years before making its move. According to multiple supply chain reports and analyst leaks, the company has approved production of OLED panels, ramped component manufacturing, and could unveil its first foldable device alongside the iPhone 18 Pro lineup later in 2026. While Apple has not officially confirmed the product, industry reports indicate that development has entered an advanced stage. The rumored device is expected to feature a book-style foldable design, opening like a small tablet rather than using a flip phone form factor. Why Apple waited so long? Apple rarely rushes into emerging product categories. Instead of being first, the company typically waits until hardware, software, and manufacturing are mature enough to deliver a polished user experience. That philosophy transformed the smartwatch, wireless earbuds, and tablet markets. Apple now appears ready to apply the same strategy to foldable phones. Rather than marketing the display alone, Apple is reportedly focusing on making AI and software the real reasons to buy the device. An AI-first smartphone. The most significant leak isn't the foldable display, it's the amount of memory. Reports suggest Apple's first foldable could include 12 gigabytes of RAM, enabling larger on-device AI models through Apple Intelligence. Additional memory would allow more sophisticated AI processing without relying heavily on cloud servers, improving privacy and responsiveness. This suggests Apple expects AI to become central to everyday smartphone use. Apple Intelligence takes center stage. Apple Intelligence is expected to transform how users interact with the foldable device. Adaptive multi-screen experience. Instead of simply stretching apps across a larger display, Apple is reportedly developing software that understands whether the phone is folded, partially folded, or fully open. Applications such as Safari, Mail, Notes, Messages, and Calendar could automatically rearrange themselves depending on how the device is being held. The transition between phone mode and tablet mode is expected to happen instantly without requiring users to manually adjust layouts. Smarter multitasking. One of the biggest advantages of a larger foldable screen is multitasking. Leaks suggest Apple Intelligence could learn daily habits and proactively recommend app combinations. For example, open Mail alongside Calendar before work, launch Maps together with music while driving, display Notes beside Safari during research, open FaceTime with Notes for meetings. Rather than dragging apps manually, AI could predict what users need next. Siri gets its biggest upgrade ever. Apple is reportedly rebuilding Siri around large language models. The next generation assistant is expected to understand personal context, remember previous conversations, complete multi-step requests, control apps more intelligently, summarize emails and notifications, work naturally across Apple devices. Instead of issuing isolated commands, users may be able to hold ongoing conversations with Siri much like modern AI assistants. Visual intelligence everywhere. Apple Intelligence also expands visual understanding. Users could simply point the camera at a landmark for instant information, foreign language text for live translation, a product for shopping details, a restaurant menu for explanations, to document for automatic summaries. This makes the camera another AI input method rather than just a photography tool. AI-powered camera experience. The foldable form factor opens new possibilities for photography. When partially folded, the device could stand on its own for hands-free video calls, while AI automatically keeps people centered in the frame, reduces background noise, tracks moving subjects, improves group selfies, optimizes lighting in real time. The larger display would also make editing photos and videos easier. Image creation and writing tools. Apple Intelligence is expected to integrate AI across the operating system. Users may be able to rewrite emails in different tones, summarize long documents, generate AI images, edit photos with natural language commands, create presentations from simple prompts, produce custom emojis and illustrations. Instead of opening separate AI apps, these features would be built directly into iOS. Could Google Gemini be built in? Another intriguing rumor is deeper support for third-party AI models. Apple has already introduced integrations that let users hand off certain requests to external AI services. Future versions of Apple Intelligence are expected to expand those capabilities, allowing more complex prompts to be processed when appropriate while keeping many everyday tasks on device. Hardware rumors. Although Apple has yet to confirm specifications, reports suggest the foldable iPhone could include a 7.8-inch internal OLED display, a 5.5-inch external cover display, an A20 series processor, 0.12 GB RAM, premium titanium construction, advanced hinge engineering with reduced display crease, high-end camera system comparable to Pro models. These details remain unconfirmed until Apple announces the device. Premium price expected. Innovation rarely comes cheap. Analysts expect Apple's first foldable to carry a price of roughly $2,000 to $2,500, making it the most expensive iPhone ever released. Reports suggest Apple may position it as an Ultra model aimed at professionals and early adopters rather than the mass market. Can Apple challenge Samsung? Samsung has dominated the foldable market for years. Apple's strategy, however, appears different. Instead of competing solely on hardware, Apple aims to combine a premium foldable design with deep AI integration, tight hardware-software optimization, and its broader ecosystem. If successful, the iPhone Ultra could become the first foldable device where artificial intelligence feels like a fundamental part of the experience instead of an add-on. Apple's first foldable iPhone is shaping up to be much more than a flexible display. The biggest story may be Apple's effort to redefine the smartphone around on-device AI, using Apple Intelligence to make multitasking, communication, photography, and productivity more intuitive. For now, nearly every detail remains based on leaks, analyst reports, and supply chain information rather than official announcements. Even so, if these reports are accurate, the iPhone Ultra could become one of Apple's most significant product launches since the original iPhone, ushering in a new era where foldable hardware and AI evolve together.